Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's looking to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Ball in the air, intercepted!
The number one objective for a defense is always to make them one-dimensional, to try to put them in predictable situations. Out the gate, this kind of rain, you think they won't throw the ball very much. Well, they might not now. First possession, INT, defense definitely starting off with a bang.
The first down for the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Handoff to the single back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's complete. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On second down, wants to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll pull it down, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in third and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up fourth down.
The Gators will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Sooner offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On second down, looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Past the 45. Afterburners coming. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
That one bounds through the end zone and it. Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I love the start here of this quarterback. 3rd down, obviously money down. You got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Right? We trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 7, Florida 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Giving him his pads. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job in the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and he should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Slips a tackle. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick to a fake, to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He lost one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now rolling to the left. He's right on target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Got the back over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Motion from the offense. He wants to throw. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Quick completion to the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. On second down, he'll fire. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Sooners! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all of the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
These guys are called matchup defense. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They've got the screen set up. Pirouettes through. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try to pick up the 1st. The Gators brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to him again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On second down, just keeps firing. Makes a connection. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fires to the big fella. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
They'll go back to the ground. Tackle is made after the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last one.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Let's go. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Rides to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The completion well past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Takes a snap, wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The jet sweep pass. Headed to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast.
Oh, look out! He's at the 40. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Running back searching for a hole, and they're able to get him down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. No field goal attempt here. They'll try to break the tie here in the 4th with a touchdown. Here comes the option. The pitch. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid purpose. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Going to the running game. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right, they get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
He'll pull it on the read. He has the first and still on his feet. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, you talk about all the excitement, emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over. Now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.